It's a Taste of Nashville, brought to you by Omni Nashville and Lionel Trains, with Devon O'Day and John Dwyer, and their guests, Cleckler, Vanessa Williams, Corrie Gray, Alyssa Flaherty, and Bailey Jo Carter.
Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devon O'Day.
And I'm John Dwyer. Welcome. We're at the Omni Hotel. It's Taste of Nashville, a summer edition.
Yes.
And somebody said, my wife Lindley said, I put on the shirt, she said, really? And she said, somebody shot the drapes. And I went, well, come on, you know.
And I went with Stars and Stripes Memorial Day on the way. And so, you know what? It's what we do. And and we didn't coordinate our glasses quite completely today. But normally we do. It just happens. We're psychic that way.
We missed the memo. I think we'll be okay. I just won't wear mine, and I'll just be blind as a bat. Can I give you a quick, this is so, you're so Nashville if moment?
Yeah.
I'll take 30 seconds for this. This just happened. True story. It's not that great a story, but so I don't even know how to qualify it.
It doesn't have to be great, but it is a story.
I got a call the other day from a buddy, and he said, hey, John, I want to talk to you about something, but somebody's going to call me. It's important. I have to take that call. I may have to get. So somebody called in 2 minutes later, and then he called me back, Devon, and said he got interrupted because that person needed to take an important call, and that important person was Billy Bob Thornton. So if that's
like
not
2 degrees of separation.
I feel like Billy Bob and I had a moment together. I don't know, but I just thought that was kind of funny.
That is a you're so Nashville
if moment.
Yeah. Yes, it's absolutely perfect. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're talking about all sorts of things, about self-care and things like that, just betterment. And we've got a lot of great guests.
We really do. And what's important about this is it's just a tough time. It doesn't matter. Everybody's going through stuff. So let's focus on this.
Yes, and I believe, now sometimes I'm not as a firm a believer in therapy. For me, it did not work for me as well as a life coach. And guess who we have on our show today?
Good segue.
Because I believe very strongly in life coaches, and I got to spend yesterday with this young lady, with the Source group of ladies who are going into the Hall of Fame. Cleckler is with us. How are you, Casey?
I'm doing so well. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, good to see you. So, explain on your business card, because I don't know if it fits on one.
I know, it's
do you know what a
words.
business card is?
I do. I promise.
What would it say?
Well, I say that I'm a mental wellness and communication coach, and I work with predominantly people in the music business, usually business owners or artists, their crews and bands. And I've been in the music business for about 20 years at this point, and I kind of help people behind the scenes making touring a little more sustainable and supportive.
Well, people really discount what 2020 did to our entertainers, but mental wellness was a thing and is a thing continuing on, because that fear of this happening and your livelihood, imagine your livelihood completely being taken away. You can't do what you do to make a living.
It's so true. Yes. I mean, I definitely see a lot of the things that we all experienced then, a lot of burnout and high stress. But I think there's a lot of unique challenges in our business in terms of, I think there is an epidemic of isolation. People might not understand your weird life when you're in the music business. But I think there's also, a lack of privacy and sometimes even like a fatigue of compassion. If people at a meet and greet are just always telling you, this song means so much to me, there's a lot of depth to what that takes out of people. And so there is a lot of support needed, and the support personnel, crew, and artists, and really business owners as well. We all have the same crazy hours, no sleep. And so there is a lot of support needed there.
So, and a lot of these careers are without a net, and because everything rocks, and everybody thinks, the pandemic, it's not over. We're just seeing waves. I run a nonprofit that helps kids graduate, and we're still seeing the DNA of that. And also anxiety, not only depression, but, sorry, you didn't, I put my phone away because I listened to everybody here, and you didn't, But this is an issue too.
It is.
And so just speak to not only depression, but people are just uptight.
It's true. There is just a level of stress that I think COVID illustrated for us, and we're still, like you said, figuring out what to do with it. We lost a huge part of our working personnel coming out of COVID because I think people realized, oh, I can be home and I can be with my family, and maybe that stress could be less for me. And so the people that have remained ended up having actually probably double the work that they had before. And so there is a level of stress that we're really working to sort of mitigate in a lot of ways.
Another aspect of what you cover is addiction and recovery, because that also started rearing its head. It's always been in the entertainment business because it's just a tough business, you know. So you went and got you studied, and where did you study this? I think it's really cool.
The Worldwide Coaching Fed. It was a place where you could go and really hone in on skills that would specifically address that. And because I was working so much on tour, it felt like I was encountering a lot of it, and I wanted to help people with the right kind of coping mechanisms to kind of work through that. And it is, I was just sharing with someone earlier, it's kind of a really common coping mechanism is to lead into drinking or something like that really either gives you a dopamine hit just like being on stage, or kind of dealing with the fractures in relationships that might happen. And so we work on really trying to find healthier ways to move through our world than those things.
Your company is called Cape and Anchor.
It is indeed.
And you deal with people other than just entertainment too, don't you as well?
Mm-hmm.
If they run a business, something like that.
Yeah, anybody who is kind of in a creative space, really, my coaching works in that.
How do they get in touch with you?
You can go to capeandanchor.com or Cape and Anchor on Instagram, and you can find all my information there. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Good deal.
Well, Casey, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Find the help. If you are struggling and you need help, the first thing is finding the help that you need and reaching out. And maybe you've tried traditional therapy for years, but a life coach will give you some tools that maybe you missed in therapy. And that's where Casey comes in. Yeah. capeandanchor.com. Check it out.
Don't have to be in crisis to need support. So
good reminder. Yeah, you don't have to don't hit rock, just hit mid-level and
Absolutely.
then call like you. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, thank you so much.
When we come back, we're going to put, if you have a business, a roof over your head. How's that?
Yeah, over your business, over your business. Over your biz. And we're going to go all Rackley Roofing blue coming up next on Taste of Nashville.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Did you know there's a Lionel Racing Store at Opry Mills? That's right, and the 2025 season is going to be wild. Lionel Racing Store has die-cast classics, late models, elite premier editions, and special finishes. Come find your favorite driver. Searching for that special birthday gift? Take that short drive to Opry Mills and choose from thousands of items. You can also visit LionelNashville.com.
I'm on my way to the office right now. Yeah, I should be there in 10. Hey, sweetie, I'm home.
Hi, Daddy.
You want to go to the zoo?
Yeah!
Our guests are spotting something. Come see for yourself. Leopard Forest at Nashville Zoo.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Missy Acosta.
And I'm Stephanie Miller.
We're here with Community Checkup, and we would love for you to join us each month as we dive a little deeper into different organizations and events, happenings around Middle Tennessee.
You can find our Community Checkup episodes through our Main Street Media publications. Just go to the top of the page and click on How to Stream. You'll find Main Street Media TV on Apple, Amazon, and Roku. We'll also make it easy for you. Just download our mobile app, Main Street Media TV Mobile. You'll have all of our episodes right there at your fingertips.
Welcome back to Taste of Nashville, along with Devon O'Day, Tennessee Radio Hall of Famer. I have to say that once a show. That's in the contract. Okay. I want you to know, Vanessa. We have a wonderful guest who is philanthropic, has a lot going on. Vanessa Williams of Rackley Roofing.
Hello, guys.
The Director of Brand. That's a fancy title.
It is. It's really marketing, branding, and anything else the guys need me to do.
Well, you know what? And you do a good job, because the last time I saw Vanessa, I said, y'all's outfits are so cool. All of their brand merchandise so cool. And so at Main Street, we went and I ordered like one of the outfits, one of the shirts that they had, just because and it just so happened our blue is the same as Rackley Roofing blue.
Yes.
Well, we stole it, I guess.
You shamed them into upping their game. I want to say this. On your LinkedIn page, you state our core focus is to provide a secure, loving environment where people are valued as individuals and empowered to provide the best customer experience. That sounds great, but building a culture is hard work. Tell us about that.
Building a culture is extremely difficult. However, about 10 years ago, Rackley started on a mission to transform the roofing industry. We wanted to look at doing things different. We wanted to crush the stereotypes. We wanted to get out there and be different from everybody else. So when you do that, you have to be a disruptor. So by disrupting, we wanted to introduce things that people hadn't heard of before. We wanted to give unmatched customer service. We wanted to have the best documentation and safety in the industry. And that was something that we could build our brand on, and we've done that. And so now when we hire people, when we look for customers or clients, we use those same cultures and the same ideas to bring people into our industry.
Well, as a Lebanite, I live in Lebanon. You guys just moved into a historic location in Lebanon. Tell us a little bit about that move and a little bit why that particular location is so important.
I'm not sure. Historic, definitely a landmark in Lebanon, though. Nobody can go through Lebanon or has been in Lebanon and not heard of the Bates Building. Yep. Well, now it's the Rackley Building. We went on a mission about 5 years ago. Curtis and Michelle started looking for some place that we could come together as a corporate entity. We had locations in Mount Juliet, Carthage, and in the Murfreesboro area. We wanted all of our people to be together as soon as possible. Well, it took 5 years, but when we saw the Bates Ford building, it had Rackley written all over it, and now it truly does. But it has been the best move for us. We brought everybody together. I like to say, of course, I work at Rackley Roofing, and I have 2 race cars in my office, and I love to see that because it brings people in. It starts a conversation, and it's always something that we can showcase to people, whether it's new clients, new employees, or just the community.
And the race cars are not a prop, because Rackley Roofing sponsors the Craftsman Truck Series, and driver Dawson Sutton, and Main Street Media seems to, we get a little bit news out there about him. You know his father well?
I do know his father. I met Curtis probably about 10 years ago. Our kids went to school together, elementary school, and he actually thought that I worked for the school because every time he saw me, I was flipping hamburgers for sports events, and that's how we kind of met. Dawson was at the time in kindergarten, I believe, and so now he's a race car driver.
They grow up so fast.
I know.
You have your license? What are you doing laps?
And at Rackley, and I don't know the right name for them, but the collectible trucks and cars,
Die-cast.
the race
Diecast.
Yes,
Is that right?
Yes.
And you have those in the Rackley Roofing blue, and
You do. I actually have the diecast, both the larger one and the smaller one, and Dawson has signed them. I told him that I'm a true fangirl, so every time he comes in, I'm like, hey, I need a signature here. And just watching him grow up and be in trackside as he, has developed into this incredible race car driver has been amazing.
So this is May 30th, the Nashville Super Speedway, Rackley Roofing 200. You're the premier sponsor. That's a big deal, a huge commitment for the community.
Yes.
What's the atmosphere going to be like? It's always just a. Oh, by the way, there's a race that happens too.
Oh,
Yes, yes. It's electric. When I grew up in Dawsonville, which is, that's a racing community down in Georgia.
Bill Elliott.
Bill
right?
Elliott country.
Bill Elliott.
Yes.
I'm so impressed. You sports
from
dude,
Dawsonville,
you.
Awesomeville,
From
Dawson.
Dawsonville.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes. So
He's
when he
become
was in the, he won the Winston Million, and I was in high school and marched in his Winston Million parade.
Is that
So-
We will Google. I'm just
Right,
letting you
do
know.
it,
See if
do
there's
it.
anything out there.
But so we have kind of just developed. My first year at Rackley, we did the Rackley 200 for the first time, and I was not sure what to expect. We got out to Fan Zone, and it's electric. And now, if you come out, whether you're a longtime NASCAR fan, longtime, any kind of race fan, you come out there, you meet and greet the same people. I have people that have already been texting, asking, "Are you guys going to be in Fan Zone again?" Absolutely, we are, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's unbelievable, like any fan base that you've ever seen, and they're so committed. And a lot of people want to come out for the very first time. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, actually, some people were able to sign up in the sweepstakes to get tickets. A family of 4 will be sent to the races to receive some Rackley Roofing merchandise, which is really cool. I'm going to tell you, because I've got some of it. Thank you for working with us here at Main Street Media.
I enjoyed it very much.
Now, if you want tickets to the Rackley Roofing 200, you got to get them fast because this will sell out. You go to NashvilleSuperspeedway.com. And if you need help with commercial roofing,
Give us a call.
Right
Rackley
there.
Roofing.
All right. Thank you so much, Vanessa.
Thank you.
well, we'll be wearing our Rackley Roofing blue. Last time I went to the races, Mona Bagsby just tried to keep me from getting killed. And I'm going,
Did it
there's
work?
cars everywhere.
Oh, no, I guess she's
I'm
here,
here.
so.
I'm here. She kept me alive.
See, I don't see any tire tracks.
Shut up.
I know. I know. We
He
need
is
to
the
go to
little
break.
brother I didn't know I needed.
I know. Well.
Y'all, stay with us. And no reason why. I mean, I'm going to tell you, we needed this mental health month kind of thing, just for me putting up with him.
We'll be right. Well, one of us will be right back.
On the Lionel line, you're the boss. Tell Mom and Dad you want a Lionel electric train.
Times may have changed, but the commitment to producing quality Lionel trains has remained. For 125 years, Lionel has been creating lasting memories with the world's best model trains. The 2025 anniversary catalog is now available. Just visit LionelNashville.com. The Lionel Train Store is conveniently located at Opry Mills, right in your backyard. So whether you visit the website or stop by the store, join us in celebrating 125 years of cherished memories today.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier Whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanata. Please come down and see us at the Pick Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.
Hi, I'm Philip Blevins. I work for Lionel on the racing side. This is something I've enjoyed most of my life. My dad was involved in NASCAR along with my uncle and several of their friends many years ago, from the 50s to the early 60s. And I've been involved in racing for quite a while. I work at the racetracks, help out where they need me to, I volunteer. And I was retired, and Lionel opened the store here, and I decided to work here at the store at Lionel because my passion is racing. All right, what we got here is some of our racing sets. This one is Kyle Larson. He's one of our most popular drivers. This is his rookie set from the Indy 500. It also has his Coca-Cola 600 car in here. And this is what they look like. This is his 600 car, and this is his Indy car. This has been a very good set for us here. Also, we have another set with Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, and William Byron. This was a set that Hendrick's 40th anniversary year they finished 1, 2, 3 at Martinsville. This is one of our best-selling sets too. And if you notice, they all have a ruby red color. This is a color that Hendrix set up for his 40th anniversary with all his cars. Another thing we have here is we have color chromes. This is the color chrome car of another popular driver we have. They call him SVG, or Shane Van Gisbergen. These cars are very limited. It's one of our best-selling cars. This is the difference between a standard and a color chrome. As you can see, major difference. This is the limited color chrome, this is the standard car. And the color chromes are very sought after. We also have autographs cars here, and they all have a certificate of authenticity from Action, which is part of Lionel. This is a Richard Petty one we have here. Richard Petty has an unusual way of signing his name, which is very hard to copy. So when you see a car signed like this, you know it's a Richard Petty car. And he signed a very limited number of cars for us. And we also have, let's see, who else do we have here? We also have this one is Ross Chastain, and that's his signature on his car. And it also comes with a certificate of authenticity. This is another one of the color chromes we have of one of our most popular cars. This is a winner's car, and it comes race ready. In other words, it has the marks on the car as well as a picture of him holding the trophy. And they're all winners because they come with a checkered flag on the box, so you can tell. This is a color chrome winner's circle, one here, and it is one that's very hard to find. These types of cars, like I said, the color chromes are very limited number, and they come in different colors, depends on what the sponsor of the car has. And this is our small cars we have here, similar to the color chrome and standard cars. These are the Elite 1/64 scale cars, and you can mainly get these here at the store or at the racetrack, or you can order them online, but that's the only places you can find these. They're standard made, and you can get these autographed just like some of the other ones at the racetrack. That's what the drivers usually sign at the racetracks, unless you bring a big one or buy a big one and have them sign. That's what we have here on the NASCAR side, so if you would like to come by, we have a lot of cars here with a lot of drivers. We have a lot of autographed drivers here, as well as the color chrome and the standard. Hopefully we have your favorite driver, and especially at the time the races are here. Come down here, you can buy a car and take it with you and get it signed. Thank you for coming in.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Welcome back, everybody. This is Taste of Nashville. We are in the Pick, which is in the lobby of the most beautiful hotel in Nashville, and I can say that with full confidence because I love this place, the Omni Nashville. And John Dwyer, we have got a very special guest. She has a fancy title, too.
This is Corrie Gray, and I'm going to get this right. This is Area Director of Associate Services.
Correct.
If you're looking for a job, you're more interested in employment here, you are the person for this. By the way, the Pick, this is a great addition. We did our show here the first time, last month, and they didn't kick us out of the lobby, so we're allowed to be. Thank you, Corrie.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And you came back to host another event, and it was just
packed. The place was hopping. I mean, it's a home run. So anyway, to make this culture work, continue 11 years, Todd, do I have that? Okay, 11 years with the Omni. So what's that look like? Is there seasonal positions? What do you need? How can we help you?
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're very lucky in terms of the employment opportunities we have because we have full-time, part-time, on-call even. So if someone is looking just to pick up a few hours, we have plenty of opportunities for our associates here to pick up those hours and work in various different areas. So that could be food and beverage, culinary, housekeeping, guest services. So there's a plethora of opportunities, whether it's full-time, on-call, part-time, or even seasonal as well.
Well, and Nashville has an interesting seasonal opportunity with CMA Music Fest coming up.
Absolutely.
And there are a lot of things going on. This will be a hub of CMA Music Fest. I'm going to tell you, number one, it's cool inside.
Absolutely.
It's cool inside, it's beautiful, and you'll have a lot of people who are staying here that have come a long way to experience the beauty and the music of Nashville. Are there some jobs that pertain specifically for CMA Music Fest? What are we doing here at the hotel?
Absolutely. So we have a lot of opportunities. Our pool is just opening for Memorial Day weekend. So with CMA Fest, definitely we're going to have a lot of traffic up there. So we still have seasonal positions open in our pool area, in our banquet area, food and beverage as well, housekeeping. So again, the opportunities are endless. If you just want to pick up an hour or two, we have those opportunities for you.
I will say, and we talked about this in the break, that from the moment you pull up to the moment you leave, it's just a different level of service. So the expectation is this is the culture. You have to kind of buy into this and look for that person. I mean, it's a two-way street. It can't just be a position for a few hours. It can be.
Right.
But I think, I know you're very proud of the Omni brand and just the staff in general.
Absolutely, absolutely.
There was a very sweet young woman that opened the door for me coming in, and she had the most brilliant smile. And I noticed that every single time I walk into the Omni. So if you want a job where you're going to stay on your phone and kind of open a door and pay it, this is not the place for you. Just keep on going.
Correct.
Go work at one of those other hotels that But this place is a place where they love each other. I mean, I watch it, and your YouTube channel has a video that was done a few years ago, and where all the staff was dancing around.
Yes.
You can find it on the Omni Nashville YouTube channel. It is so cute. But that's still relevant because that's the way everybody in the Omni seems to work together.
Absolutely. And that's really important. Whenever we're interviewing, you might not have the background or the skill set, but what does your smile look like? How are you greeting me as the HR individual? Because that's how you're going to greet our guest as well. So that's really important. Those are the things that we look for. I can teach you all the skills of how to do the job, but in terms of your soft skills, your people skills, those are things immediately that we're going to look at and say, you have this, we can teach you the rest.
Sounds like there's a plethora of jobs. So let's get to it. How do they do it? I guess simply Google, but walk us through this.
Absolutely. So you can go on to omnihotels.com and look under our careers page. We are also on Indeed.com as well, and that will automatically put your application to our website as well. So there's a lot of opportunities to do it. You can text as well, and all of that information is through Indeed or omnihotels.com.
And there's a lot of on-the-job training. So don't worry if you don't have a degree in hospitality arts or whatever.
Correct.
There's still a place for you here at the Omni. And like I said, if you're a go-getter and you're excited about life in general, if you walk through the Omni Hotel, you won't be walking long before someone says, "Can I help you find something?" It's just, you don't wait for someone to come to you.
Correct.
And that's the kind of person that we're looking for here at the Omni. We're looking for, just like
I like this.
Did not know you're on the payroll.
Well, it's my favorite.
No.
It's my favorite hotel, and so I'm invested in this. I don't want you to I don't want the wrong person coming in here. It has to be the right person, so you come on in here. And you have, and if you're a good cook, oh my gosh, they can really use you.
Even better. Exactly right.
What's the turnaround? I mean, people say, well, I have this window and it's this, and would this, is this days? What's the turnaround once you put in a
If you come on property,
application?
and you're being interviewed, we will offer you on the same day.
Wow.
So you could potentially start in a couple days.
So if you're and this is an important thing because I hear this maybe at my age group, y'all know who you are.
Her age group.
You know who you are. And you say, well, nobody's going to hire me.
That We hire everybody. It doesn't matter, age, background, anything. As long as you have that hospitality, that smile, that great attitude, we are going to hire you.
Quickly, what's your background?
Absolutely. So I have a bachelor's degree in recreation and tourism. So I started in recreation, playing outdoors, in terms of doing activities for kids outside, camps, that sort of thing, and fell into HR. I've been with Omni for 22 years.
Wow. 22 years. Oh my gosh, you know the whole culture for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, Corrie, thank you so much for being with us. Omni Nashville, go online, look at the career link, and there is a job waiting for you, I promise you. You know what I'm looking for?
Do tell.
Someone to play guitar and sing a great song, and we've got someone lined up. They're going to be next.
You know what? Every show, Taste of Nashville, we have that musical component, and you don't let us down.
And this particular young lady, if you saw Kevin Costner's Horizon first saga, the opening scene where you hear this beautiful female voice singing Amazing Grace, we're going to meet the young lady behind that voice coming up next. So Taste of Nashville.
Hi, I'm Carmen at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at the Macara Spa.
On the Lionel line, you're the boss. Tell Mom and Dad you want a Lionel electric train.
Times may have changed, but the commitment to producing quality Lionel trains has remained. For 125 years, Lionel has been creating lasting memories with the world's best model trains. The 2025 anniversary catalog is now available. Just visit lionelnashville.com. The Lionel Train Store is conveniently located at Opry Mills, right in your backyard. So whether you visit the website or stop by the store, join us in celebrating 125 years of cherished memories today.
Busy bee, yeah, busy bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all, hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
Bee, oh, busy bee.
Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy bee, oh,
Now ready, guys.
Call 775-7833.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
With Devon, I'm John. Taste of Nashville, kind of a summer edition. And among the things, this is kind of secretly my favorite part of the show, because your extensive knowledge, you're a songwriter, you're I don't know that much, okay? So truly, when I ask a question of any, I don't know. But you have another impressive guest today.
I have, this young lady is so impressive. I think I met you on social media. Honestly, yes. I said, who is the singing? And then I saw the voice behind, and I had literally just seen Horizon, the first saga. And I remember being so impressed by the voice that opens the movie. And and then all of a sudden, I'm hearing this voice, and I'm going, wait a minute. I put two and two together, reached out to Alyssa, and oh my goodness. Alyssa Flaherty is our guest. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's awesome.
How do you get to, go ahead.
So when did you move here? When did you move here?
I moved to Nashville about 5 years ago. So
from
Annapolis, Maryland. And my whole family moved here. We got my grandparents here. So it's a party in Nashville.
So how do you land a song in the beginning of a movie?
Yeah, Yeah, so I got in touch with Teddy Morgan, and so Teddy writes a lot for Sync and has been in Kevin's band for years and years. And Kevin had asked him to produce Amazing Grace in his upcoming movie, Horizon. And so Teddy was like, hey, I got asked, to do this movie. Like, would you be, willing to come in and just kind of sing a little demo of Amazing Grace for me and the composer? We're trying to get a blueprint for the song. And one of Kevin's friends was going to sing it. And so that was kind of already locked in. And so I just went in, sang it, thought absolutely nothing of it. I was just happy to be a part of the process because it was just so much fun. And then a month later, he called me, and it was my 20th birthday. I was on the way to dinner with my family, and I was like, should I answer the phone? Like, we're about to walk into the restaurant. Like, maybe I'll just text him. And I was like, I'll just answer it. And he's like, hey, like, I just got a call from Kevin, and he really wants you to sing Amazing Grace in this movie. And I was like, what? No way.
This had to be a while ago because you did this for a phone, and a lot of people don't know. It's usually this. Yeah, no, I got you.
But that's not where it stopped. Here he is. Kevin's got this little band called Modern West, and they do a lot of festivals, and they do live gigs. They do a lot of corporate gigs.
Yes.
And he needed an opener.
Yes. So he brought me actually out on the road with him in last October and 2023, and he was like, hey, do you want to sing some songs with me? So we did some duets, and I sang a song Killer that's in Yellowstone, incredible song. And so it was just so much fun. We had the best time, and I just am so grateful for that experience. He is incredible. Human.
Well, you've got some big plans coming up in the future. Kevin is kind of working on movies right now, but you're still in that music mode. And
I'm in music mode.
Powerhouse people that you're going on the road with.
It is I'm so excited. Next week I'm going on the road with Leanne Rimes and Jody Messina and Jake Owen next month. So it's going to be so much fun.
My God, that's very cool.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
What do you have for us today?
I have a new single that just came out about 2 weeks ago. I've been in the studio working on some songs, and we may or may not have a little project coming out soon. But this was the first one that we just released. It's called Broken by You, so I hope you'll like it.
Sometimes in the middle of the night, you're still crossing my mind, and I hate that. Can't rewind, wasted time like the bullet. It's a crime that you lied, ain't no take back. Thought you were one in a million, turns out there's millions of you. Got me feeling so stupid for catching feelings for you. Maybe I was naive, maybe I wasn't thinking. Holding my breath, just pretending the ship ain't really sinking. Ignore the signs, little white lies. I wish I never met you, I would've never let you get a hold of my heart, something I never do. I was just hoping that it'd never be broken by you. Is my name in your phone just to crutch me all along? Could be wrong, but I don't think so. Thought I was one in a million, turns out there's 10 of me. How we go from forever to being enemies. Maybe I was naive, maybe I wasn't thinking. Holding my breath, just pretending the ship ain't really sinking. Ignore the signs, little white lies. I wish I never met you, I would've never let you get a hold of my heart, something I never do. I was just hoping that it'd never be broken by you, never be broken by you. Maybe I was rose-colored glasses looking at you. Yeah, I was holding you close, I guess I never had you. Maybe I was naive, maybe I wasn't thinking. Holding my breath, just pretending the ship ain't really sinking. Ignore the signs, little white lies. I wish I never met you, I would've never let you get a hold of my heart, something I never do. I was just hoping that I'd never be broken by you, never be broken by you.
Todd,
can sing.
you could have sold tickets if you wanted to, because we're drawing a crowd here, and rightfully so.
Just remember the name Alyssa Flaherty, and you can find you on the web where?
Everywhere at Alyssa Flaherty, wherever you listen to music, online, socials, anywhere.
Well, that's how you met.
Yeah,
I know. Social media.
Perfect example.
She keeps up with her socials, and I mean, it's hard to keep up with her. But so I promise you, you better follow her on the gram, because that's the only way you're going to get in touch with her, because she's amazing.
Thank you.
And look for that new single. It is available now wherever fine music is streamed.
Nice.
Good to
Thank
meet
you. So
you.
much.
I knew her when. I know where this is going.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Thank you so
It is
much.
Mental Health Month.
Yes.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is, it is a fun subject, running, okay? Get one foot in front of the other, sister, okay? So
Yeah. Running is something I laughed. My sister said, "You got running sandals?" And she goes, "You run in sandals?" I said, "I don't run in anything." But we're going to talk about Fleet Feet coming up. We're going to talk about him running. How about that?
Oh, that'll be exciting. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Brikenna at the Nashville Omni Hotel. Come see us at 5 and 10.
Did you know there's a Lionel Racing Store at Opry Mills? That's right, and the 2025 season is going to be wild. Lionel Racing Store has die-cast classics, late models, elite premier editions, and special finishes. Come find your favorite driver. Searching for that special birthday gift? Take that short drive to Opry Mills and choose from thousands of items. You can also visit lionelnashville.com.
Deep in a forest at Nashville Zoo, new creatures here for you to view. Phantoms graced in black and white swing high in trees of dappled light. In rocky crags, tall and steep, small antelopes with nimble feet. A wise old man with beard of white, a sentry perched on stony height. Amidst it all, a hunter lies, with coat of gold and steely eyes. A new adventure just for you. Leopard Forest at Nashville Zoo. Opening June 20th.
Hi, welcome everybody. We're here at the Lionel store. I'm Nathan Graham, and we're going to show you a little bit of our 125th product. We got a lot of great stuff right here. We're going to start off simple. We'll start off with our hand cars. We have these. They're from the Polar Express. They're wind up. We've been making these things for about 100 years now. They come with some track and a big key. They're pretty collectible, or you can run them right on your layout, either way. We have right here, we have something that's called the Trippy Trolley. We've actually had these for a while now, but it's just something I thought was worth mentioning. It's got a lot of features. It's got the lights underneath and in the side. It's like a disco party on rails right here. Moving along, something a little bit higher in, we have the Lion Chief. Now, Lion Chief has the control system, but usually the only things that it doesn't have are the connecting couplers on the front and back that are electrolyzed, and then the smoke. This one doesn't have smoke, but other than that, they are a great locomotive for the price. Move on to something a little bit nicer. We have the Railbud cars. These are Lion Chief Plus 2.0. What that means is they do have electro couplers and smoke and command control, which makes them a little smoother, a nicer ride. They're built really well. The full interior. They're a nice train. Move up to one of our Lion Chief 2.0 Berkshires. Right here we have the Big Emma, one of the representations of the Louisville Nashville. A solid die-cast steam engine, solid die-cast tender. You got fan-driven smoke. The speed control on these things is amazing. It's just like the big Legacies. Great smoke show too. And we'll move into our lower-end Legacy. We'll start off with this diesel here. This is a nice SD40-2. It's got a lot of detailing, as all of our Legacies do. It's the highest end that we have aside from Vision Line. So everything is scale, everything is really detailed. Move on to this one here. This is our Legacy Hiawatha. These are beautiful die-cast steam engine. This engine and tender probably weighs around 10 pounds. The detail on these things is amazing. You can even open the boiler front and see the inner workings. Now, we'll move on to these switchers. These are beautiful little locomotives, and they'll run around 031 track, which is great for just about anybody's layout. They have a lot of great features too. For instance, when you ring the bell, your bell swings back and forth. They don't have whistle steam because they couldn't fit that in there, but just look at the cast-in detail on this thing and all this separately applied detail as well. Lots of pipe work, beautiful drive gear. These are great running locomotives. Now we'll move on to the big one, the Y6B. These are beautiful models, highly detailed. I may or may not have ended up with a couple of these myself. You got all the cast-in detail is really good, but just look at all of the separately applied piping. I mean, they did a fantastic job on these things. They're beautiful. Pick it up and take a closer look at it. Got all this beautiful die-cast detail, all this separately applied piping work. You flip around and look in the cab. We got the firebox. We actually have butterfly doors. You can see the gleaming coal load inside light up real bright when it's running too. What you're looking at is 125 years of innovation. We started with running trains conventionally by just simply operating a lever and adding power to do reverse, forward, and neutral. So now we have systems like Legacy where we can do everything. Everything's nice and smooth. You can control things to do whatever you want. Speed steps, whistle steam, everything. So now that we've talked about these locomotives, let's see one in action.
Roger, your track is clear. Dispatcher out.
Let us connect you with a team that you'll be bedazzled by when you connect with Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's meet the team. This is Charles Calvert, known as One Take. He's the plumbing service manager. Here we have Matt Cook. He's known as Big Country. He's the HVAC service manager.
Visit Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning for all your needs.
Mental Health Awareness Month, and one of the first things they tell you, the first thing that anybody tells you when it comes to your self-care, mental health, is get moving. Get physical exercise is one of the best things, and we have somebody very important.
Yeah, Bailey Jo Carter, the marketing director or manager. I just promoted you. Of Fleetfoot. Fleet Feet. And so you've got a big event coming up. We're going to talk about how that ties into mental health. But Geodis Park, where the soccer team is,
that are doing really well right now.
Yes,
they
Global
are.
Running Day is on the docket for June 4th, and it's going to be incredible. The big run. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we partner with Brooks. It's a corporate-led event, and we are going to be doing a 3-mile fun run or walk.
See how she looked at me with that or walk?
Anyone can come. Anyone can come, any pace. It's really family friendly. It's an accessible route, accessible location, but we celebrate Global Running Day every year. And it's our biggest event. It's a big old party. We're really excited about it.
Tying this in with Mental Awareness Month, I've been a runner. I'm a plotter. I've never been to the Olympics other than a spectator.
But you've done like big races,
But
though.
I've done marathons and 5K. But I do think that 3.1, that miles, that's a 5K, works really well. But for me, running has always been my stress release for mental health things. And people use running, and I want to make sure that people understand that you don't have to all of a sudden go out and run 5 miles, right? You can do it incrementally, and Fleet Feet is a place to get set up and do that.
Yeah, we have a really cool group we have a great team, but we do training groups, so we do those annually. for a spring race and fall race, but we're starting to do Saturday morning free community runs. So it's different locations, but we try to make it where anybody of any level can come, whether it's you're walking or you're doing intervals or you're really fast. We have someone for all those paces, which is really cool. I don't consider myself to be a very fast runner, so I didn't think I had a place, but they have a place for everyone. It's really cool.
So let's talk about the Fleet Feet and what kind of the customer service there and what to expect, because it can be intimidating. I don't have the right stuff. I don't want to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. And you take all that pressure off somebody.
Yeah, and majority of folks that come through our doors are actually people who have a medical need. So my feet hurt. It's the biggest complaint. It's the biggest reason.
But how important is the right shoe?
Yeah, and
it's everything.
You know, I when I did work in the stores before switching to this role, I helped more people who needed a good shoe for everything versus I'm going to go try to be in the Olympics. And we have what's called a Fit ID, so we can see a 3D scan of your feet. And we're able to draw conclusions from that and pull different shoes for you to try in store. We have a really good return policy. We encourage people to go try them, and if they don't work, bring them back. If we can't resell them, they get donated to a variety of nonprofit partners.
That's great.
We're fitting the Matthew 25 men next week. Love them, and we get to do stuff like that all the time. So it's a really cool circle that happens with. I meet a customer, they get the right shoe, and it's just like a lot of good stuff happens after that.
Are there things that can help with injuries like plantar fasciitis and things like that? Because I'm telling you,
and that's probably the biggest, foot complaint is that shin splints, people with bunions, like feet are normal. Like we talk about them and see them all the time, but we have things specific for those too.
Do y'all hear that? Now, where are your locations?
We have 6, Brentwood, Franklin, Hendersonville, Murfreesboro, Mount Juliet, Green Hills.
Nice.
Thank you.
You went 6 for 6. You are the marketing director.
Don't tell the marketing director. It's great. We have a spot wherever you need in the Middle Tennessee area. So,
where can people find you online to get information about the big run?
Yeah, probably the best is our Instagram is Fleet Feet Nashville. Everything we have is there, including the link in our bio to sign up. But also our website, it's just fleetfeetnashville.com.
And that's June 4th.
Yep.
And it's 5K fun
it is
run.
a 5K fun run.
Distance. Okay.
You get a medal, you get free drink, you get food trucks. It's going to be a really big party.
So just remember June 4th, Fleet Feet Nashville. Follow them on the gram. See, I'm kind of cool
Look
like
at
that.
you are
on the gram. And you know what? I actually did a 5K 3 years in a row.
Wow.
Good for you.
Team Turtle, and we were the last over the ribbon
So
or whatever.
what? Nobody
Turtle beat the
remembers.
hare.
That's
The turtle beat the hare. But you know what? No person left
adorable.
behind.
No.
That's adorbs.
I love that story.
You're so funny. But you know the whole thing, and what I loved about it, we had 2 men who had been in the service, 2 veterans. Both were Marines, and both had lost a limb. And they were walking, and a young woman she had lost some weight, but she was still on it. She was red in the face. She goes, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. And these 2 veterans went and said, she wasn't on our team. Her team had left her. And they said, ma'am, we're Marines. No man left behind.
Yeah.
And they pulled her and carried her literally across that finish line. Amazing story, and that's what you're going to find at the Fun Run. And it's Fleet Feet Nashville, June 4th. Don't forget it. Well, that's our show.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. All right, we'll pray for good weather. She'll pray. She's got better connections, I think, upstairs. But anyway, another great show. Thank you so much to Omni for hosting us once again near the Pick. We're in the Bobby area, so check it out if you're downtown.
And don't forget June 4th that night, if you're down for the Fun Run, that night you can be at 3rd and Lindsley for Country for a Cause, raising money for Vanderbilt Children's. And so it's a wonderful time to be there. We appreciate you coming to us every month here at Main Street Media. Go to mainstreetmedia.com. Make sure you download our app for viewing, because we got a lot of good shows.
Like this one.
Like this one.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Bye.